Good morning, students. Today's session will deal with control statements in Python. So, you know what is a control statement that I use. Okay. So, first we think about sequential execution or normal execution. What is sequential execution? Statements can be executed in the order in which we write the program statement. Other part of execution is using control statements. Using control statements, we can change the flow of control, or the normal flow can be changed using the control statements. Mainly, there are two types of control statements available in Python. That is, branching statements and looping statements. Branching statements and looping statements all are studied in the previous languages. So, we can deal with how Python handle the branching statement and looping statement. In conditional statements, first is selection statement or decision making statements. What are the different statements available in Python? That are simple if statement, next is if else statement, and third one is nested if statements. These are the if statements or selection statements or conditional statement available in Python. So we can discuss how it. The syntax of if statement is if expression, then here is a full colon and the block of statements. And one more thing about Python language is there is no curly braces with the if statement. Only indentation is marked as the grouping. Syntax, the difference is that in after expression we have a full colon here, and the block of statements as right in this manner, that is indented this selection control statement based on the value of a given Boolean expression. That is, we can test an expression. Here is the expression. We will check the value and evaluate the expression. If the value of the expression is true, the block of statement is executed. That is a simple if statement we used in the other programming languages. But the difference is that here is a full colon. That is the syntax of Python statement. If expression, then full colon is marked here. And also, if another programming languages, we use braces, curly braces as the beginning and end for a grouping purpose. Here, only indentation is used as the grouping or marking purpose. So, there is no use of curly braces in the if statement. This is the syntax of simple if. An example for the if statement is here num is a variable and then num equals int of input, enter the number. Input function is used to accept the value from the keyboard. Then it is converted to int and the value is stored in the num variable. Next, if num %2 equal to 0, then the full colon is here, print number is even. If expression, that is num %2 is evaluated, that is the remainder. And if it is equal to 0, then the statement number is even is executed, and print statement must be typed just like this. And the output is enter the number. The number is 10. Then the output is number is even. That is the example of simple if statement. Another example is to find the largest of three numbers. That is A, B and C are three variables. And we use the input statement to enter values for A, B and C. First if statement, that is if A greater than B and A greater than C, then full colon. Here AND operator is used. A greater than B and A greater than C. If both the conditions are true, then print A is largest. Next statement is that if B greater than A and B greater than C, that is B greater than A and B greater than C, if two of these expressions are true, then the output is print B is largest. Next is if C greater than A and C greater than B, then print C is largest. Here all if statement must end with a full colon. Next is the if-else statement. You know this how it works. If the expression is true, then this block of statement is executed. If the expression is false, the else block is executed. Here also, if syntax is if expression is slice operator or full colon and the block of statement for the true part, and after else also is the operator full colon or slice operator and the else block is here. This is the syntax of if else statement. If expression, then block of statement, else block of statement, and the group of statement must be indented. So first expression is evaluated. If it is true, then this block is executed. If it is false, this block is executed. Provides an else block combined with an if statement. When the condition is true, the if block is executed. Otherwise, the else block is executed, also called a two-way selection statement. Here is an example. Num is a variable which is used to store the value. Then if num percentage 2 is equal to 0, this operator, if this expression is evaluated, print number is even and print end. And there are two statements, but there is no braces. Only indentation is marked as a grouping. And the else part is here. Here, full colon. Here also full colon. And the else block contains if statement, that is print number is odd. That is if a remainder of the num percentage or number 2 equal to 0, then this block of statement executed, that is number is even, otherwise the number is odd, that is this block of statement is executed. That is the if else statement in Python. One or two points that is that must be noted is that here this operator, also else, after else this operator, and the grouping. Here indentation is marked as a block of statement or grouping. Next is multi-way if statement, that is if else if ladder. That is in other programming languages. We make it using the elif statement. We can have any number of elif statement in our program depending upon our need. That is if else if ladder. Here we use elif as the else if ladder in C or C++. The syntax is if expression 1, then the slice operator, then block of statement. Here else if is marked as elif. Elif expression 2, then this slice operator, then block of statement. Then also elif. How much expressions that is evaluated. We can write elif statement as we needed. And at the end, we use the else statement. That is else block of statement. That is the end of the block. That is if first expression 1 is evaluated, it is if it is true, this block of statement is executed. If it is false, then expression 2 is evaluated. Then if it is true, the block of statement of this block is executed. Also, if it is also false, then expression 3 is evaluated. If it is true, then the block of statement is executed, etc. And otherwise, if all are false, then else this block of statement is executed. That is the syntax of if, else, if, ladder, or if. Here we use the elif statement in Python. Here is another example, that is mark is read using the input statement. First expression, if marks greater than 85 and marks less than or equal to 100. If this condition is true, then this statement that is used called grade A is executed. Otherwise, next condition is checked, that is if mark greater than 60 and less than or equal to 85, then B plus is executed. If it is also false, then third we check for between marks greater than 40 and less than or equal to 60, then the grade is B. Another condition is that if greater than 30 and less than or equal to 40, then score is C. If all are wrong, then this part is executed, that is fail. So, if else if statement is work. Next point about Python is that indentation is used to associate and group statement. So we can go through some examples and rules. Here, if which equals false, that is a header statement. First clause of if statement is a suit, and next is an else part, which is also a header, and the second clause of if statement. Here two header, that is if part and else part, and this is the suit or clause. Header in Python is a specific keyword followed by a colon. In this example, that is if, which, and else are the two header. Headers that are part of same compound statement must be indented in the same amount. Otherwise, a syntax error will result. The set of statement following header in Python is called a suit. And the statements of a given suit must all be indented the same amount. A header and its associated suits are together referred to as a clause. A compound statement in Python may consist of one or more clauses. 4 spaces are commonly used for each level of indentation, and any number of spaces may be used. These are the rules associated with the indentation and header. So, here is some valid and invalid indentation. These are the valid indentation is if condition. Then this is the to header and these statements. Next, here also if and else header. These are the common statement. Here the two header if else, these are not indented, so it is an invalid statement. Here also the indentation is not correct, so it is also invalid statement. These are the rules about indentations. Okay. So with this we winding up this session. Thank you.